Hello. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. Today is Wednesday, October 7th, 2:05 p.m. We're kind of on time today. What's going on, guys? I am your host, Jerome Ortega. If you haven't figured that out already, we talk tech here. Lately, we've been doing a lot of pixel talk. I was gonna try not to talk about the Pixel today, but that's probably not gonna happen. There's always something going on with the Pixel. Yeah, a little bit here and there. It's not that much of a tech, like a heavy tech news day today. There really wasn't much that I was able to find that I thought was really that interesting, but we'll talk about a couple things, see if there's anything worth mentioning, talk to chat, see how everyone's doing. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Oskin, you are number one. Welcome. Hey Jerome, how's your day? I'm good, man. Hope you're doing well. Doing quite good. How are you, Oskin? How's it going? Sean's in here as well. Sean, hey Jerome, what's going on, Sean? How you doing, man? How are you today? How's the weather out in the West? We actually have a good day here today. I think we're in the low 70s here in Chicago. Weather's pretty good. Manuel. Hello, everyone. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Zane Beg is in here as well. Hello, everyone. What's going on, Zane? How are you, man? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Brian's in here as well. What up, everyone? What's going on, Brian? Are you working today, Brian? Or are you off today? I know you had said you're kind of ramping up hours lately, so I don't know if you're working today. Oskin has news. What's your news, Oskin? Let me know. Will, What's going on, Will? Got my Chromecast. We're going to talk about the Chromecast today. Have you hooked it up yet? Have you tested it out? See if it's any good. I still have to order mine. I haven't ordered my Chromecast yet. I would love to replace it with my Ultra and see if it's any good. Oskin says today the Flipkart word game on the Pixel 4a. Word game? What word game? I know Flipkart is where you buy the 4a in India, right? Did something happen? Let me know. We might have a slower day today, which is kind of nice. Might give me a break. I'm working today, but I start at 4 p.m. I gotcha. So what is it? It's 3 o'clock there right now, right? So yeah. All right, man. Okay. A couple things I want to talk about. I have been kind of like talking about my 4a and how this had issues when it came to the touch screen turning on in my pocket. And then yesterday or the other day, I pushed the update, the October patch, and that kind of fixed it for the most part. But then today it happened again. It was just making random touches in my pocket, on my thigh, for whatever reason. And it wasn't as bad as it normally has been, but my AirPods stayed connected the entire time, which I was happy about. That I wasn't sure, if that Bluetooth was going to be a continuing issue, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'll still have to test it out, but otherwise, my Pixel 4a seems to be working as usual, as good as usual. So, still quite happy with my 4a. Actually, it was really funny. I was talking to Will yesterday, and Will, who's in here in the chat, got his 4a, and I think he bought it to just see what it was about. I remember he was texting me and he's like, I just want to see what the hype is about. And then Will got it. And Will's actually kind of hard to impress, especially when it comes to Google lately. And I think Will was very surprised with the 4a. Will was just like, damn, he's like, I don't even care about this plastic build. And he seemed pretty happy with it. Anyway, Manuel says there's another Pixel 5 versus Pixel 4a 5G hands-on. Who? Where? Let's watch it. I have a slow news day today. Speaker comparison. Show me. Where do I go to find that? Let me know. We'll watch that. Wait, what? Oskin says it has the 4a saying it has the 732G. Oh. But it updated to the 730. Yeah, it was probably a mistake. I'm assuming it's probably a mistake. Tim Schumann. Heyo, just dropping by on my lunch break. Hey Tim, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hopefully you have a good lunch break. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Nick Coletti is in here. Nick, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Welcome. Zane says, oh, that's what it is. That's the channel. The channel Hands owner, the guy who did the speaker test yesterday, has new vids. Are you going to react to them? Yeah, let's watch these videos. I have a slower news day today, so we'll do that. The channel is Hands owner. Hands on. Let me Google that. We're not going to watch it right now. I want to talk about this TerraCube phone real quick. Because I have a couple thoughts on it. Okay, Pixel 5 versus Pixel 4a comparison. Is he doing this at the store again? What am I looking at here? Is he like doing all his testing at the store? So I see a speaker comparison from the one we watched before. Is there a new one? I see, hold on. Am I looking at this? There's camera app, shutter test, camera samples, normal plus wide, and then video sample. But I see the speaker comparison, but I feel like we watched this one already, didn't we? I'll look in chat in a second. Paul Hendricks. Paul, what's going on, man? You're early. I am early. I was like, oh, let's just get this started. I have a couple stories. I feel like chat is probably gonna like be the main thing for today anyway. So Paul, welcome, man. Fear the Root. Here, hey Jerome, you know that slow news day equals OT Jerome? No, not at all. I don't think so. Oskin says it seems the 4A will be the same price in the US because the sale of the 4A starts on October 17th. That's the big billion days. What's the big billion days? I'm very confused, Oskin. Did I get my Chromecast? I didn't. I haven't ordered mine yet. I'm still waiting for mine. But I want to talk about that as well. The woo. What up, Romy Rome? What up? Wooey woo. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. The audio is a bit echoey. Is it? I haven't changed anything. Nothing has changed on here. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe it's the stream or whatever's going on. Team Varai just ate through half a bucket of Ben and Jerry's. Team Varai, I'm not eating today. Why are you torturing me? Letting me know that you just ate a bucket of Ben and Jerry's. Team Varai, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. Okay, so let's also, by the way, that channel Hands Onur or whatever, like I haven't seen anything as far as the speaker comparison with the 5 and the 4A. I just see the same one that we watched before. So if there is a new one, let me know where to find it because I don't see it on the YouTube channel at all. I'm not finding it here. So guys, let me know. Can you get the Chromecast on Amazon? I don't know. Can you? Might as well check. I need to order mine still. I was thinking of getting that, $25 off if I do YouTube TV for a month or whatever, but I don't know. So like I'm looking at it, I don't see it here. So I just put Chromecast. I see this version, the 3rd gen, but I don't see, I did not realize there are a bunch of people copying the Chromecast. My God, I had no idea. I don't see the new one here. So you might have to order it from the store. You might have to get it from Best Buy or whoever else sells it, because I'm not seeing it at all. Ishmael, welcome to the stream though. Nice to have you. Oh, Oskin says Black Friday in the USA. These days are the days of offers and Flipkart. I gotcha. The woo, bro, your transformation pics are awesome. You went from you went from a Samsung Galaxy Mega to an iPhone SE. Looking good. Thank you, the woo. I appreciate that. Weird. That is a compliment. So thank you. Ishmael, thumbs up the video, guys. Yeah, please, if you guys have a chance, hit the thumbs up. It's a way to support. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ryan says it's back to normal now. What the hell? Tech be trolling. I have no idea. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get into this first story here. And I saw this today, and I was actually kind of intrigued, and then I had questions, and then I got intrigued again, and then I said, should I pre-order this? And then I said, no, why would you do that? You're not going to use it. And then I said, well, maybe I should give it a shot. So this phone is called the Teracube 2E. It's not a phone that you can order right now. You have to get it on Indiegogo. It's a Kickstarter type deal, but it prices at $100. And it says here it gets 3 years of updates as far as Android, but it gets 4 years in terms of like warranty and service. So this is the phone right here, has a wonderful looking teardrop notch. I'm kidding. I'm so used to looking at like my Pixel 4a now, to see that notch is kind of annoying. But while sustainable smartphones are not technically new, there is a distinct lack of devices that aim to help curb our carbon footprint. The Teracube 2E is the latest smartphone to try and appeal to the environmentally conscious tech consumer with an affordable twist. So it claims that the upcoming device includes a fully biodegradable protective case. It's something I wouldn't use anyway. Includes 25% recycled materials and has an impressively low $100 introductory price. We say introductory as this is yet another Indiegogo campaign that includes stretch goals. And so here is the Indiegogo campaign right now at $100. It says there's only 14 left, which is interesting because I looked at that this morning and it said there were only 4 left. So I'm not sure. All right. So it looks like they've released one before. They released like their initial one, I guess, just called the TerraCube. So this 2E has very modest specs compared to what you'll see elsewhere. A MediaTek A25 chipset, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, a 6.1 inch HD plus IPS LCD display, and then a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, a rear mounted capacitive fingerprint scanner. And I think it has stock Android, I think. The thing that I really like, though, when I read this is about, it says here, the firm claims that the TerraCube 2E can be fully torn down with a screwdriver. No glue has been used to help reduce the environmental impact of the device. What I like about that is there's no glue for this bullshit. Hey, we have to solder everything on. We got to glue everything down so you can't open the phone. This is made to actually open it, repair it, replace parts. It has a removable battery, something that phones used to have back in the day, but they don't have anymore. I like the idea of this. I like the concept of it. I like the fact that it's a phone that they're trying to make that you can use for an extended period of time. A lot of people, they get rid of their phones mainly, at least I think so, because the battery is dying and they don't really want to bring it in for X amount of dollars to replace that battery. They would rather just buy a new phone. I like this because you can actually buy spare batteries and then swap them out and then just replace them in the back. It'll ship with Android 10, but the TerraCube 2E will be eligible for 3 years of OS updates and also includes a 4-year warranty as part of the White Glove VIP service. So I actually am wondering if this comes with complete stock Android. I'm not sure if it does. I don't know if that's what it comes equipped with, or are they doing something else to it? That I'm not sure. So the only reason I thought about buying this was to actually see if it could be a phone I could spend $100 on and use with stock Android. I don't know. I feel like I really wouldn't want the experience because I feel like it's just going to be too slow for me. I'm sure the camera's not going to be great, but again, I like the idea that if anything happened to the phone, you could kind of just like open it up, replace it to however you needed to, the battery, whatever. I don't know how easy it is to fix or to repair or whatever. But if you go on Indiegogo, again, you could get it for as cheap as $100. I just like the fact that it's a phone with a removable battery and stock Android on it. Yeah, it says a replaceable battery. It's DIY repairable, made from recycled material, comes with a sturdy biodegradable case. I don't know. I feel like I would buy it for $100 and then I'd never use it. I just thought I'd share it because it's not something that we've seen in a while where somebody's actually their main focus is, yes, environmentally friendly, but at the same time giving you a phone that you don't have to worry about getting glued down, soldered down, whatever. It's something that you can actually use and repair yourself if you needed to. The reason I like the idea is maybe this company can start making higher premium models, right? Something with a faster chipset, a better camera, a battery that's still replaceable. All you need is a screwdriver to like open it up and like do whatever you need to do on it, and then go about your day. A phone that you could actually hold on to for a couple of years because the battery isn't something you're going to be worrying about because you can just pop a new one in if you needed to. That's it. Just thought I'd share that. All right. Let me get back into the stream. Aiden Brockman, what's going on? I have an Apple TV, but switch to Android. Should I get the normal Chromecast or the new Google TV thing? I would recommend you get the new Google TV thing. I guess that depends. So like my TV right now has the Chromecast Ultra. So the older Chromecast, right? But I like it because I can use my phone, I can use this PC, I can use my MacBook, and I can push anything. Can I use my MacBook? Yeah, I have Chrome on it. I can push anything to the TV. The thing is, it doesn't have a UI, right? The UI is whatever you're using on your phone. So pushing Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, you have to operate it on the device that you're pushing it to the TV. This new Chromecast apparently has a UI on it. So you can use a UI, or you can use that UI. What am I saying? You can either use the device that you have, right? Your phone, your laptop, your whatever, or you can use the UI on the TV. I have hey, Daniel with a $10 super chat. Daniel, Jerome just joined the video. Daniel, what's going on, man? Hey, that completely out of left field. Daniel, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for helping support the channel. Thank you for showing some love. And in return, I am showing you some love. Daniel, thank you so much. How's it going, man? It's nice to see you in here. I haven't seen you in here in a second. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I did just join the video. I've been on this video for a while. Daniel, thanks so much, man. I appreciate the $10 super chat. I'll make sure to add you into the October super chatters, which actually I haven't updated in a minute. I got to do that. I'm kind of behind on that. But Daniel, thank you so much. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let me scroll back up here. Aiden, so yeah, if I were you, if you can get a good deal on the Chromecast, I guess, and you don't care about a UI on the screen, then just get the normal Chromecast. But the new one has a remote. It does have a UI. I think Will just said something here. Did Will saying the UI is nice? And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to go over that, and we're going to discuss what this new Chromecast is about, because I'm going to get it. I would love to test it out and see how good it is. So, all right, let me scroll down here. Manuel says, no, the speaker comparison we saw yesterday was by Dub something. No. I watched that one already. I reacted live to that as well. So yeah, that's where he was playing. It was like, it was in a different language. The music, it was a music video. I did go through that in a past video. I did, for sure. I remember. Ruben, what up, Jerome? What up, fam? Listening in from work again, enjoying #TNT JoeFi on my birthday. Please, guys, wish Ruben a happy birthday. Don't let anything or anyone get your blood pressure up. I know. Please, guys, take a second. Wish Ruben a happy birthday. Ruben, happy birthday, man. Thank you for taking some time to stop by. Let's talk about this blood pressure thing real quick. Yesterday, I kind of went off the rails, but it was because, and I went to think about that for a second afterwards as well. And I did look at some of the comments, and I kind of was ticked because I was talking about how the Pixel 5 has an under display speaker. The top speaker is under display, right? And we were watching a speaker comparison, and it showed that the Pixel 5, the speaker wasn't as good as the 4A. And immediately I was ticked by that, or I was annoyed by that, because I was like, man, I'm like, they took something that was working fine for the sake of giving the display a more full screen kind of deal, right? And I said, they could have just added a little more bezel to give it a proper front top speaker. And then somebody commented and was like, people are going to nitpick at everything, or however he said it. And that really that for me, I was just like, listen, the whole point is to have a discussion about why some of these things might not be the best idea. For me personally, putting the speaker underneath the display, that's going to affect the overall sound of the external speaker is, to me, that's a con. I would rather have a speaker, an external front firing speaker that's not under the display, that has better sound, and I'll sacrifice a little bit of bezel. I'll get a little more bezel for that. That's how I feel. I know Krishna, I don't know if Krishna is in here, but Krishna was in the chat, and I didn't get the chance to go through all the chat because there was so much chat. But Krishna was saying, well, you know, you have to respect innovation and technology, and like, this is the reason that they do it, because we got to move forward. And I totally respect that. I completely agree with Krishna 100%, but at the same time, that technology was not ready. If it's actually sacrificing the overall like sound quality, then it wasn't ready. I would have rather that they passed on that and just gave us a little more bezel, and then in return we have a better overall sound for the speakers. I understand where Krishna was coming from when he said that, like, hey, like, that's the reason we do this, because we got to move technology forward. But it's kind of like when I talk about 5G and them trying to push 5G to us, like, and make it sound like it's the whatever, right? I just don't think 5G is ready at this point. Yes, let the technology come, apply it on our phones, but don't overcharge us because you think that we need it today and that it's going to actually be a substantial upgrade when it really isn't. That's how I feel about that kind of stuff. Yes, I want to see the technology come. I want to see the technology come. My God, I'm not saying my words right. I want to see the technology come. I want to see it advance. But if it's not ready for a product, especially on a Pixel, I would rather that they passed on it. But that's how I feel about it. All right. Anyway, Ruben, happy birthday, man. Welcome to the stream. I know that was a little long-winded, but I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there before I moved on. Team Varai, speaking of no cases, Jerome, I decided to go caseless on the 3A since the 4A is now my daily driver. So, but does your 4A have a case? Wait, so like, what do you do with your 3A then? If you have a 3A and you have a 4A, do you use your 3A? Is there a SIM card in there, or I'm just wondering. Brian says, imagine if you can put the latest chip in there. That's what I mean. Oh, right. And Brian's talking about the TerraCube. Again, what I was trying to get out of that is I want to see a company make a phone that doesn't use glue, that doesn't solder shit, that makes it easily repairable so that consumers can actually open it up, repair it, replace the battery. And if a company like that is able to actually put higher end specs on there, stock Android, that might be a competitor. That might be something I might actually, take a look into for sure. Jay Mill, what's good, everyone? What's good, bro? What's going on, Jay Mill? How's it going, man? What's so funny, Jay Mill, is I didn't realize we had the same name. Maybe it's something that you mentioned before. Maybe you didn't, but I had no idea until you added me, or until you started following me on was it Instagram and Twitter. I had no idea. Jay Mill, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Pratyush Sharma. Hi, Jerome. Hi, Pratyush. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you, man. Welcome. Where am I at here? Oh, Bert. No, I didn't read this. Bert Kuhn with a $5 super chat. Bert, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. As always, Bert's always killing it with these super chats, man. Thank you for showing some love. In return, I am showing you an equal amount of love. I guess that's an equal amount is me doing this. It's also providing this stream. Bert, thank you. Google launched Pixel 5 in the US October 30th is not good. Apple's going to announce the iPhone 12 on the 13th and sell in a week later. Google always, yeah. Actually, that's a great point. I think Google at least Google went ahead and had their event early, but now, yeah, everything is shipping out much later. How's that going to affect the numbers? I mean, no matter what, regardless, iPhone's just going to kill sales anyway. They're always going to. they're always going to take a big Apple's always going to take a big chunk because they're just the leaders there. But yeah, if it was up to me, Bert, definitely. If Google wanted to sell the Pixel 5 and announce it, they should have just started shipping it right away. Because I'm sitting here, it's October 7th. I ordered this Pixel 5 last week, however long ago. I forgot now. And I'm not going to be getting it for a couple of weeks. No, definitely, for sure. But Bert, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. As always, thank you for supporting. All right. Where am I at? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss things here. I had an LG G4 battery, or I had an LG G4. The battery was removable, but I didn't want to use that thing for more than 2 years, let alone 3. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've never had a G4, so I couldn't even give you my experience on it, but I can only imagine. Deepak Murthy, hello. Hi, everyone. What's going on, Deepak? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Daniel says, I'm usually watching, but I don't always have something useful to say. You're good, Daniel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Like, even if you're doing so in silence, that $10 super chat is very helpful. So thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. Vibov, Vij, hello, everyone. Vibov, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Thank you guys for wishing Ruben a happy birthday. Thank you guys so much. Sandip, Boris, hey, hello. How you all doing? Sandip, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute, in a hot second. Welcome. All right, scrolling down. Jay Mill says, I seriously hate that argument. Moving forward for innovation's sake, that's dumb. Like, so I feel very strongly about this. I really do. And it's hard for me to I want to explain that kind of mindset. Yes, I think innovation, I think technology, I think moving forward is a great thing. We all can agree on that. But when I can only imagine them putting the speaker in there and then they're like, it doesn't sound as good. It's not really as good as like this $350 Pixel 4a, right? That's a $700 phone that you're making a inferior speaker in there for the sake of giving a little more bezel. We can go back and forth on the argument of like, well, I want a better display. I want a fuller size display. I still don't know if, however much they would sacrifice the bezel to put a proper external speaker, I think it would be negligible. I don't think most people would notice. Maybe some people would. I don't know. We're tech nerds, so we care about some of that stuff. But the way I feel about it is, yes, while innovation is important and technological advance and all that kind of like whatever bullshit, you know what I'm trying to get at. I still think there's a time and a place to properly put those innovations out. And for the Google team to do that and be like, it doesn't sound as good. And then other people are just like, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. It's like, yo, this is a $700 phone. This is a premium end phone. I don't know. Maybe some people don't care about the external speakers as much as I do. I still don't agree with a bottom firing speaker. I would still love to have 2 front firing stereo speakers. One of the reasons I was so hyped up about that yesterday was it was like I wasn't nitpicking. I have always talked about front firing stereo speakers. If you don't believe me, watch my old videos with the Nexus 6P where I talk about like, the Nexus 6, like all the phones back then that had it as a normal thing. Like that was big for me, and it still is today. I would still love to see that. But I hear you, J-Mill. I hear you. The purpose of quote unquote innovating is to make something actually better, not just to go with the flow of the competition. I agree. I can care less about innovation if it doesn't actually benefit me as a user. So and that's a great point. The way I look at that is like form over function, right? Like they decided to give it a little better aesthetics, even a minute amount of aesthetics, to sacrifice the stereo sound or the speaker sound. But yeah, I completely agree, J-Mill, for sure. JVidya, what's going on, man? Jerome, you must start streaming in 1080p. Are you the first one to notice? I was waiting for someone to say that. I can stream in 1080p. I'm a little scared that my bandwidth isn't going to like properly do it and it's going to like affect the entire stream. Maybe I'll do one in 1080 and then you guys can let me know if it's any better. How about we do this? I'll stream in 1080p tomorrow. I mean, do you guys really want to see me in HD? You want to see me in 1080? Is that like, I know I have a pretty I'm just kidding. JVidya, I could definitely look into that. I can definitely look into that. Sandip, Boris with a $2 super chat. Thank you. And the gestures you make is called namaste. Namaste, right? Namaste. I know. I'm just like trying to like do the I keep trying to think of a way to thank people when they super chat, and I feel like this is the only thing I can do. But Sandip, thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you for super chatting. You guys, with all the support, I'm very appreciative. Brian as well with the $1 super chat as always. Brian, thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for always being a regular on the stream and showing some love. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right, let me get back into chat. Also, I know this sounds very inappropriate, but I have to pee, and I probably will have to pee in a second. So just FYI. Team Bryce says the 4A has a case. The 3A is now an extra camera. There you go. Media device. There you go. No, I never mentioned it on purpose to see if you'd ever find out. I was so surprised when I saw we had the same name. I'm like, oh shit. Anyway, good one. Will says people who want an iPhone don't even know Google had an event. Will's right. Will's absolutely right. Jerome, do you use the headphone jack on your Pixel 4a? I do. I actually use the headphone jack sometimes when I go for a walk, because I don't really want to use AirPods, and like sometimes I'll use my my wired earbuds. But I've actually been using this for my lav mic. I have a lav mic that I use, and it needs to be connected with a device to record the audio, and I actually use my 4a. I don't need a dongle or anything, so yeah, actually the headphone jack comes in handy with my 4a. Those are my only two use cases for it, but still, especially with the lav mic, because I instead of using this microphone, I sometimes want to use like not a hands-free, but I don't want a big pill-shaped phallic microphone in front of me. And the 4A has actually been helpful for that. But yeah. That sounded weird. Ruben with a $7 super chat. Ruben, thank you, man. Jerome, I would love front-facing stereo speakers with a headphone jack at the bottom. Yes, that's the one thing that annoys me too, is like, while I love the headphone jack on this phone, I would much prefer having the headphone jack at the bottom of the phone. Every time people ask me why does that matter? It's the fact that when I put my phone in my pocket, I never put it bottom down in my pocket. I don't know how to explain it. I don't put the, hold on, let me remove this. I don't put the phone in the pocket. I don't put my phone in my pocket like this. Where am I? Right? I don't put it this way. I always put the phone in my pocket down like this. So when the headphone jack is up here, I can't put my phone this way. This is the natural way to pull your phone out of your pocket. So it's right side up, right? But if they put the headphone jack here, then you have to put the phone like this. So when you pull it up, you're not holding it properly. You're holding it upside down. But yes, that's why I like the headphone jack at the bottom. Ruben also says, looking forward to what you say with the new Chromecast. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. We got to go through that. Wow, I didn't think we're going to go to OT today, but I'm looking at the time and it's 40 minutes and it looks like we might go to OT. Ruben, thank you for the $7 super chat. Again, Ruben, happy birthday. Guys, if any of you have not wished Ruben a happy birthday, please wish him one. Ruben, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting as always. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, let me scroll up. Where am I at? Ahmed. Ahmed, right? Yeah, Ahmed. What's up, Jerome? Speaking about the sensor in the Pixel 5, why don't they use the newer 12 megapixel sensors from Sony, the IMX 557 and 700? That's a great question. Is it because they haven't figured out the proper processing, like AI for it? Maybe they're used to using the AI on their older sensors. That's a great question, and I have no idea. I don't even know how good that IMX 557 or 700 is. It's something that I haven't looked into, but that's a great question. I have no idea. JVideo, Jerome, did you see the slow? No, I didn't. The slow shutter speed of the Pixel 5. See in the YouTube the video. What is this? JVideo, were you linking something? Did it not link properly? Let me know what the channel is for that slow shutter speed. We can take a look at it. Bert says big YouTubers always ask the things that nobody needs yet. That's a great point. I can see that as well. Zane says the video of hands on your camera app. Oh, so he has them, and shutter speed show the processing without the neural core. Could you compare that with your Pixel 4 and 4a to see if I can definitely do that when I get my 5. Is the Pixel 5 showing slow processing times? Because when I take pictures with my Pixel 4, like it does, there's a bit of, with my Pixel 4a, there's a bit of a lag to process the photos. Definitely, there's a bit of a lag there. So, I can definitely do that, Zane. You're gonna have to remind me though, because I need to start making notes to keep up with like what I need to do, guys. I'm like I gotta pee. I know that sounds very whatever, but I will be back. Give me two. I wish I could play music for you. Can I play music here? Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I have any. 1 second. I will give you peeing music to listen to. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Let me see if anything sounds good. I should just go instead of doing this. All right. I don't even know if that sounds good, but whatever. Guys, I'll be back. I gotta pee. I'll be back. I gotta mute my... All right, I'm back. 1 second. Let me remove. Did that music play? Was the music playing? I didn't really like listen to see if it was any good, but I just figured it might be just better than silence. Okay, where am I at here? Let me scroll up. It's so nice because like there's like chat or the people in here, it's not like 80 or something like the last couple of days, and I can't keep up with chat. So it's nice to actually be able to sit here and talk to you guys. So like, thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you for supporting as always, guys. Thank you. All right, where am I at? So yeah, shutter speeds. I will take a look at that. Aiden's getting fiber internet tomorrow. You're lucky. I'm jealous. Jay Mill says exactly, Rome. Plus, there's always a way to compromise for sure. Brian says, I noticed a difference in sound, but I don't think a millimeter of extra bezel isn't as noticeable. I agree. I love that. That's a great way to put it. So like, yeah, what would be more noticeable? The sound difference or an extra millimeter of bezel? That's a great point, Brian. That's a great point. All right. Jonathan Allende. Let me know which way to say it. I don't know. Maybe the under display speaker and no 3.5 millimeter headphone jack is for IP68 purposes. Is it though? Is it? Because what about my Pixel 4? Where's my Pixel 4? Where the hell's my Pixel 4? Guys, what did you do with my Pixel 4? Where's my pic? All right, who took my Pixel 4? Oh, son of a bitch, it's right here. I mean, my Pixel 4 has a speaker. I mean, I knew it did. Why would I go looking? Oh, I guess I just wanted to know where it was. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's for IP68 dust and water resistance, but I just I don't know. Jonathan, welcome to the stream though. Nice to see you. Hero Plane, welcome as well. Have you talked about the speed? Yeah, quite a bit. I kind of gave my thoughts on that, kind of like a follow-up from yesterday's like rage. Hi, Hero Plane. Welcome to the stream. Jay Mill says, the position of the headphone jack literally makes no difference to me. But if you were to ask me, I do prefer it on the top because of how I use my phone devices. Really? So like if you were walking around with the headphone jack, I mean, do you see what I'm saying though? When you pull it out of your pocket, it comes up the other way because the headphone jack has to, I don't know, maybe you don't walk around. It's like because I live in the city, I don't have a car, I take public transit or I walk everywhere. Like I'm always listening to, but I guess if you have wireless headphones then it doesn't matter. But in the case of actually using wired earbuds like I do, and I don't use it all the time, but the times I do, it's annoying to kind of pull it out. That's what she said. My God, I'm 12 years old. Adam Butler. Adam, what's going on? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just add the camera that last year. Didn't matter. Not going to lie. Wide camera for the win. Adam, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Will says, Jerome, you have to do 5G speed test with it. Yeah, I'm going to for sure. Definitely for sure. Go to the bathroom, Jerome. You're human. Thanks, Brian. Other Brian as well. Yo, TNT Joe-Fi fam. Let's get those Facebook likes, follows going. Brian, thank you so much, man. Thank you for supporting on Facebook. Thank you for watching me. Thank you, everybody, for watching me wherever you guys watch me. I appreciate it. Brian, what's going on, man? Welcome. Nice to see you. What type of music is it? I picked the very first one that was there. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. There you go. Ruben liked it. It sounded dope to me. Good. Manuel, how can I get Discord? You mean the link to my Discord? DM me. Did you DM me? I am sure I'm behind. People just if you want a link to the Discord, DM me at Phone Jerome. You can DM me. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter and just be like, hey, this is such and such. I'm a YouTube member. Also, don't lie to me. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure I will. But DM me and let me know that you need a link to my private Discord, and I'll definitely send that over to you. Because yeah, you're a member. So like I'll get you on there. Brian says the funny part is Chicago is one of the few cities with Verizon's millimeter wave. I wonder though how good, and I wonder what parts of Chicago, because that's also going to make a difference. The Woo says, Rome, I have to ask, say the Pixel 5 has 120 hertz and an 865. What would you expect to spend? I think the Pixel 5 price is decent. Thoughts? So I think the Pixel 5's price would have been decent at $600. Right now, if you ask me, I think the price currently is a bit much at $700. a big reason for that is the reason you're able to get $100 cheaper elsewhere. That extra $100 is that premium that they're putting for millimeter wave with Verizon's antennas or whatever, to use that 5G service that hasn't been showing any kind of like real world remarkable results. But if the Pixel 5 had an 865 chipset and 120 hertz refresh rate with everything else that it has on it, man, it still doesn't have an upgraded camera or anything either. I don't know. $750, $799. So here are the things though, the Woo is like, I don't care about those things. Like, I mean, yes, I care about a better chipset. Definitely care about a better chipset. I don't care about 5G that much that I would have rather them do something like put an 855 plus in there, but I know they'd never do that because then they can't tout 5G. The 120 hertz thing, that isn't much of a concern for me. It really isn't. I think a big part of that is because I know that even though 120 hertz or 90 hertz is going to be amazing to look at, I don't know if many apps even really support that kind of thing yet. But so I don't know how to put this. For me, my priorities, they're different. I would have rather them upgrade the camera. I would have rather them really put a big push for a camera upgrade instead of all these other things that I don't care much about. But yeah, maybe 750, maybe 799. It's weird because these are some of the things that I don't prioritize as much. IP68 dust and water resistance isn't that big a deal to me. The refresh rate isn't that big a deal to me. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts when it comes to that. Brian says there's 1 millimeter wave node 5 to 6 blocks from my apartment. What do they look like? I don't even know what they look like. I have no idea. Piotr, how's it going, man? Are you guys not annoyed with the lack of Pixel 5 content? It's been a week and YouTube is empty, as if the phone never existed. There was more stuff before the launch than it's now. Disappoint. Yeah, I think a big part of that is Google. Google made an event super early. Probably made it early to make sure that, Apple doesn't kind of like dominate what's going on right now. But that's also Google's fault. That's Google's fault for releasing the phone so much later. That's for them not shipping it out earlier. And I don't know if that's another inventory thing, manufacturing thing, but that's on Google. Google had time to like figure all that out for sure. Definitely annoying. I would love to just read about the Pixel 5, see how others feel about it, even if I didn't have that phone. But yeah. Oh, just ask where's my phone. I know, but like is my Pixel 4 even working? Oh, there you go. It turned on. Look at that bezel. God, that looks so ugly. Ahmed says, still waiting for an affordable option from Google with the same design and form factor of the Pixel 2 XL. I don't know how long you're going to be waiting for, Ahmed. Brian says the S10 series had IP68 and had a headphone jack. Oh yeah. Was that the last time they had a headphone jack? Hero Plane, wish they went with something similar to Sony's design. Small bezel with a front-facing speaker, camera, and notification light. Oh, yeah. That too. I miss that. I don't... It's weird to see some phones come back with that. Sorry, I'm like adjusting. The notification light is something I miss. But I might just... For me, I think maybe I'm just old school and I have that like nostalgia. But I still think the LED notification light, I think it still has a place. I really do. Jay Mill says, I've decided I'm going to get the Pixel 5, but I can't stand paying that price for it. Even though it's a Pixel, doesn't change the value of the phone, which isn't very high. When at the same time, the one thing I will admit makes it valuable is Google Fi, which I currently have. So I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about the carrier that you use for it and the benefit that you get with that as well. The Woo says, I hear the LG Voyager is making a comeback. I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't even remember that at all. I think that might have been during times where I was just very Nexus and pixel heavy or whatever, whenever that came out. I have no idea. I have no idea. Brian says, everyone, let's do some free support to Jerome and tap the thumbs up. Thank you, Brian. Yes, for anyone that's in here, if you guys haven't had a chance, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It does help support. I do appreciate it. I also stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. So if you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you know when I do start streaming. It's usually around 2 p.m. Central, but just in case. Will says, so that's why you should buy the 4A 5G. Are you talking to me? I am buying the 4A 5G. Are you talking about like me saying why this isn't as important or whatever? One of the reasons I'm buying that 5, one of the reasons I'm buying it, it's not just for the you're saying don't rate. I'm not. No. I'm trying to give you my reasoning of why I still want the Pixel 5. And a big reason for that is that small form factor. I want like a good compact phone with a full screen. That Pixel 5 is going to have a lot of things I want on it, but there are a lot of things that I don't care for either. I understand. I'm not going to get everything that I want. I'm not going to get the best of, like, all of us know that. All of us know we're not getting the 865 chipset. We're not getting a lot of things that we want out of the next Pixel phone. And at least Google has given us 2 options, like Will says, the 4A 5G. So the options are there. Yeah. See, I didn't rage. I had a very respectable way of answering that. Aiden says the Pixel 5 pricing was okay until Samsung and OnePlus came in with sledgehammers in the form of the S20, Fan Edition, and the AT. You're not wrong. And you will always get people talking about those comparisons. People will always compare it because that $700 price point is a point of contention for a lot of people. I have a new YouTube member, the Woo. Thank you so much for being a new YouTube member. YouTube members, please do me a favor. Can we get a few Nexus emoji up there to wish the Woo to be part of the, you're part of the Phone Jerome fam, the Woo is what I'm trying to say. Let's show some love for the Woo. Shoot a couple Nexus emoji out there. The Woo, thank you so much for the support. For anybody else who's curious about being a YouTube member, the Woo now has a red Chicago star next to his name. He can use custom emoji. I'll add him to the intros and outros to my live streams. If any of you are interested, all you got to do is click this blue join button. Yes, it's the time to market it. Again, you'll get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get custom emoji. That's right down. Oops. That's right down here. I'll go through that chat in a second. Again, all you got to do is click that blue join button. The Woo, thank you so much. If you guys can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/PhoneJerome/join. I didn't mean to mute myself. The Woo, thank you. Thank you so much for being part of the Phone Jerome fam. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Where am I at with comments? The AT camera isn't as good though. Yes, Will, we know this. I don't. Yes, we know. We can obviously go through the pros and cons of everything here, but yes. The Woo says, I've always wanted to be a kindergarten cop like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Welcome, the Woo. Welcome. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. All right. Just a Woo is fine, like Ric Flair. I can't do that. I would need to practice it before I do it. I miss Ric Flair. I haven't seen him in a minute. I'm sure he's fine. I didn't mean to say it like he's gone because he's not. All right. Get to the first story. Yeah, no, I did the first story. I talked about the TerraCube. Yes, guys, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's talk about this Chromecast. This article from The Verge reviewed this new Chromecast. Does anybody have it? Has anyone used it? I know Will says he has. I haven't ordered it yet. I need to. I haven't had the time. Google Chromecast review reinvented and now with a remote. The new Google TV software makes it easy to find something to watch. The new Chromecast is a much different product than the original. let me see here. Instead of a bare bones interface that requires you to play and control content using your smartphone or PC, the 2020 Chromecast has evolved to offer a richer, full-featured streaming experience much more akin to a Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Apple TV. But I assume you can still use a device, right? Will, can you confirm? You can still use your phone to push to that Chromecast, except now you also have the option of using a remote, having a proper UI on the TV, which I think is great. That is completing the best of both worlds in this regard. So it's got an all new user interface designed by Google, built atop Android TV that's flush with content, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, HBO Max. You navigate that content with a normal remote control. And as a streaming gadget, the Chromecast checks off almost everything important. It does 4K, supports Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and has a massive selection of apps at the ready. So it's $50, a price that puts Google right in line with Roku's Streaming Stick Plus and Amazon's Fire TV Stick 4K. It's also $20 less than Google's Chromecast Ultra, which doesn't have a remote or its own TV interface. So I have an Ultra, and this already beats the Ultra because I get an interface on the TV as well, instead of just using my device. Again, best of both worlds. After spending a few days with the new Chromecast, I've been mostly pleased with the new Google TV software, which puts a huge emphasis on discovery and helping you find something to watch. The changes don't come at the sacrifice of functionality. You can still cast content to the Chrome. There you go. So that answers my question. You can still cast content to the Chromecast from your phone, tablet, or computer. Say if a friend comes over and wants to show you a video or play a song from their phone. The reason I love this is, yes, while using a phone to push something to the TV is easy, simple enough, sometimes it's nice to actually have an interface on the TV when you have people around. Then that way you're not all huddled to one phone looking at this together saying, what should we watch? Instead, you can actually have something on the TV where you kind of do it together. That's what I was waiting for. And I'm glad that Google actually put something together for this. So The Verge gave it an 8.5, excellent value. Google TV is good at aggregating content. Remote does both IR and HDMI CEC. The bad stuff is occasional performance slowdowns, lack of home screen customization, and no Apple TV app. I guess for me, that isn't a big deal. I'm not really too concerned about that, but hey, a con's a con for sure. You got to point that out. Like its recent predecessors, this Chromecast is a dongle that plugs into your TV's HDMI port, but it's got a softer oval shape with a matte finish. Okay, so talking about what the device looks like, whatever. The Chromecast now runs Android TV as its operating system, which means you've got a wide variety of apps to choose from. Aside from an Apple TV Plus app, which doesn't currently exist, there are no obvious holes in the Chromecast roster of streaming services. HBO Max and Peacock are both available already, as are Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, Disney Plus, Vudu, Plex, and just about anything else you'll be looking for. So it looks like they've run the gamut through it. They have everything ready to go. I'm excited. Like, I'm not like super excited because I don't really watch TV the same way as I do. It's funny. I have this big ass TV behind. It's not even that big. This is like a 46 inch, whatever size it is. It's not a big TV, but I'll watch TV on it occasionally, especially when I'm like eating. But for the most part, I'm still using my phone. It's crazy. It's crazy how I've been using my phone more than anything else just to watch my media. And most of the time it's when I'm like laying on this couch or like laying in bed. I'm usually still watching content from my phone than anywhere else. Like, I would say 90% of the time I'm watching content on my phone. The other like 8% or so on the TV, and then 2% on this PC. It's funny. I have this PC with 2 monitors or whatever, and I don't watch content off of here. I just work here for the most part. So the remote has voice search. Forgot about that. But I never ran into, okay, so something about illegal YouTube TV rips or YouTube rips, whatever. With Google Assistant, You'll jump right to that content. That's great. I mean, if anybody was going to do voice activation or Google Assistant stuff or assistant stuff in general, it has to be Google. Google's going to probably do it better than anybody else. At least my assumption is. You can dive into your favorite streaming apps and use them just like normal, which I found myself doing plenty. But the big new thing, and something no other Android TV offers, is the Google TV software that completely replaces the regular Android TV home screen. The user experience Google came up with looks and feels pretty familiar. Visually, it's close to Amazon's Fire TV interface. Functionally, it aims for the same comprehensive aggregation as the Apple TV app. I mean, it looks good. I haven't used it, really seen it, but it looks good from what I'm seeing here. Arrange your apps so you can do customization for the order of the row on the home screen. It prioritizes recommendations for apps you already subscribe to. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything else really worth mentioning. I'm sure there is. There's no way to tell Google TV to stop including a particular service altogether, but you can long press the center button on the remote to like or dislike individual content or add something to your watch list. That's great. So it's good at aggregating content from everywhere. This can be surprisingly helpful for services like Sling TV. I use it just to stream live TV, but Google software highlights just how much on-demand content comes with my subscription. So if you're a YouTube TV customer, you'll see a live tab added to the main Google TV interface. You won't find any blatant advertising while using Google TV, at least nothing like the banner ads on Roku OS or the clear quote unquote sponsored row on Fire TV. So it looks like a clean interface. Great. So let's see. There are also rows for trending on Google and YouTube recommended videos, but it's a Google product. What do you expect? So yeah, obviously they're kind of self-promoting a bit as well. But the library tab does need a lot of work. Got a big Movies Anywhere library. Right now, it just shows everything in a single horizontal row. So does this, Will, can you answer this, or anyone else to answer this? Can you also have movies you've downloaded from Google Play Movies? Does that show here as well? Because that would be great. Because I have a couple movies that I've bought on Google Play, and it would be great if it's listed there as well. If you strongly dislike Google TV, there's an apps only mode that can be enabled in settings that hides all recommendations from your home screen. Oh, I like that. But this is a drastic step as it also completely disables search and Google Assistant. Yeah, but maybe for some people who don't want all the extras or who don't even use streaming services like that, maybe it's nice to have the option, I guess is what I'm saying. But if you do go with the Chromecast, you'll be pleased with its streaming quality. It consistently pulled down excellent 4K HDR streams without any noticeable artifacting or buffering interruptions. Performance is generally responsive when you're browsing around, but I did run into a few instances of sluggishness. And every so often, you'll see a blank home screen with a loading animation as the Chromecast works to fill everything in. So yeah, maybe it's not completely worked out, but it looks like it's a good experience. You can pair Bluetooth gamepads such as an Xbox One controller to the Chromecast and try running Stadia or Xbox game streaming on the thing. No one's stopping you, even if proper Stadia support isn't coming until early next year. Okay. So as far as issues, it says here, hold on, let me switch this. There's a small learning curve to the software. Clicking on any regular size rectangle for a movie or show takes you to its Google TV details page, but click on any of the larger banners up top and you're immediately fired into a streaming app. All right, so a learning curve, obviously, but I think once you get used to it, I'm assuming it'll be pretty straightforward. Even so, I'd rate the new Chromecast with Google TV as a big success. When it first debuted, the Chromecast stuck out as a unique, irresistibly cheap streaming device. It was one of the reasons I bought it, was because it was a straight forward, like, do you have content on your phone? Push it to the TV. Do you have content on your laptop? Push it to the TV. But now it looks like, again, they're combining it. With Roku and Amazon packing so much value into their own affordable hardware, Google couldn't stick with the same formula of relaying content from phone to Chromecast anymore. Instead, it reinvented the Chromecast as an excellent 4K streamer that's dramatically easier to use. Turns out actual menus and a remote really do matter without losing sight of what made the original great. That's actually a great way to package that. You still get what you initially bought a Chromecast for back in the day for someone like me, just to push content straight forward to the TV. But now you have the option of having a remote, having a UI, having a way to share like a user interface with other people that are around you. Now, that's how I see it. Other people might just want a UI. Some people might, they prefer having that instead. They don't want to like pick up their phone. They just want to use what they see on the TV. And I can't blame them for doing that. So kudos to Google. I got to get one for sure. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, Will says the remote is great. J-Mill, that's innovation. Goodbye, Android TV. Took them long enough. So that means that Apple TV has an app for Chromecasting. I have no idea. I don't have an Apple TV. I have no idea. Ruben says there's also the Android TV app you could use with your phone in case you want to type stuff out. Oh, okay. I had no idea. What? Oh, like I said, totally unrelated. Now that I know, my best reply is oh. Did I miss something? I might have. Sean says, I wish Google makes a Chromecast audio successor that would allow surround sound from my device. Yeah, when are they going to do that? The one thing I've always complained about, well, I'm still complaining about it, is the fact that I can't use my Google Minis or whatever to play as like Sonos speakers from my TV. I've discussed this before. I think I talked about it with Will. Well, I have talked about it with Will, but that Bluetooth thing I have doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I'm still trying to find a way to play audio on all my Google speakers when it plays audio from the TV. So let's say I'm watching a show on the TV. I want my Google speakers to play it from there too, so that it sounds like Sonos, and I can't get that. Right now, I can only get audio from the TV and nowhere else. The only time I can get audio from the TV and the Google speakers is if I'm playing like audio from Spotify, like just audio that way. Otherwise, I can't get it to work, which is annoying. Will says, yes, your stuff from Play Movies is there. That's awesome. I love that. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you can transfer the movies you purchased from Google Play Movies. Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing that. Oh, I meant watch. There you go. Okay, where am I at here? I see Aiden helping people out. I appreciate that. J Mill says, I'm one of those weird ones that never like streaming from my phone to my TV. Always preferred to have the apps already on my TV. Yeah. So yeah, that's great. I sometimes in my head, I always just think in me terms. I always forget. It's like, yeah, people like doing things different ways for sure. Will says, I think you can, but don't you have to make them a group? I did. I tried making them a group. They still don't work that way. They don't. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm definitely going to have to figure that out. All right. We are in OT here, but I'm just going to go through a couple stories. I'm just going to go through one story real quick. It's a Pixel 5 story. It's about this green color. This is going to be like 2 seconds here. So last week, Google announced the Pixel 5, their latest flagship phone set to launch in several countries around the world. Several, really? I don't even think it's that many. However, Google fans in France will not be able to purchase the Pixel 5 in both colors. Let me just break it to you. You can't buy it in green in France. I don't know why. For this year, Google has reduced the options down to 2 colorways, black, green, one size, and a single 128 gig storage option. Also, a point of contention for me. I don't know why they wouldn't offer 256. I think that would have helped fill the gap for people who wanted something a little bigger in storage space. The most likely explanation for that is that the The most likely explanation for this is that it was simply to cut costs and make the Pixel 5 more affordable. Given that there are only 2 models, it would be easy to think that both should be available in all the countries where the Pixel 5 is available. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case. For about a week after the launch night in event, the Google Store in France featured the Pixel 5 in, I guess, whatever this color was for Sage and Noir, sort of Sage, and just black. And then now it's saying that it only shows the black colorway. Google confirmed to us this afternoon that Sort of Sage's inclusion on the page was not intended and that the store has been updated to reflect the expected inventory. So the good news is if you live in France, you can get a Pixel 5. The bad news is you can only get it in black and not green. I guess that's better than being a country that can't get the Pixel 5, period. Why France doesn't get the green, why the US gets a green, beats me. So, Paul says, I'm still waiting for a subscription service for all content from all services combined. Good luck. I don't know when that's happening. That's why I don't do subscription services at all, because there's so many and I don't want to spend money on 18 different services. I just, are you saying maybe just like a service that has everything together? I just don't know how you're going to get the licensing for all that. That just sounds like a ton of money for a lot of that. That's also kind of why, like, I just buy my own media. I know I'm old school that way, but like I'll still buy DVDs and I'll still buy Blu-rays, and then I just rip them myself, and then I have my own collection, you know? It kind of makes me miss out on new stuff that's out there, but I don't watch TV the same way anyway. So it's not, to me, it's not the biggest deal in the world for me at least. So, actually, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for today, guys. Guys, we are an hour and 15 in here. I think that's all I got for today. So our hour is up. Guys, I want to thank everybody for stopping by today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being a part of TNT Joe-Fi. As always, I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. We'll do it all over again. I want to thank, I'm just trying to think of how I close this off. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, all my patrons, all my YouTube members. Thank you for the extra support. Thank you for all the super chats today. Ruben, happy birthday. What else am I missing? Thank you for everybody for chatting, for helping each other out, for being part of the community. That's all I got. See, I was a lot more calm today. This is the Jerome that I would like to express every day. But I also know that you guys really enjoy crazy Jerome. That happens. That just depends on how that happens. So, let me go through chat real quick before I get out of here. Piotr says French law requires headphones inside the box. Someone mentioned they've gone for only black versions, so they don't have to do separate packaging for both. There you go. Paul says it's just silly paying for wanting to watch Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, Impulse, but all by... Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why, for me, Paul, that's why I'm like, forget it. I'm not even going to do it at all. I'm not even going to do it. So, Mike. Hi, Mike. Mike Morabito. I haven't said hi to you. Welcome to the stream. There was a 20-day wait for Google TV on the Google Store. Got the next day at Best Buy. Nest Buy. I got to get one. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm not going to say the same spiel. So that's it. Come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. We'll do it all over again. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Later.